Community service can be defined as unpaid work that benefits people and organizations in a community. It doesn't just have to be helping out a nonprofit organization, as anyone can make it happen. It just takes an interest and determination to make a difference in one's community. Whether it be volunteering for a special project or helping in your neighborhood, your time will make a difference in your community. For example, volunteer for things that excite you. City soccer, for example. Teams are always looking for coaches and referees to help out during the season. One thing's for sure, volunteer because you want to, as one's outlook greatly impacts their experience. The benefits of community service are all positive, as helping your community in any way does nothing but good for your surroundings. There is so much good to get out of community service, as the only incentive necessary is the desire to make a difference. Everyone feels the consequences of a poorly treated environment, so volunteer for the purpose of your and my community. There are many ways to get involved in your community in Tallahassee. Organizations such as United Way, Capital City Youth Services, and the Plant Cultural Center all provide easy ways to begin getting involved in your community. Your volunteering begins with a simple step in the right direction.
Thank you, Connor, for that lovely introduction to volunteering. I'm here to tell you that it's easy to start volunteering, as you only need to take a few simple steps in order to find an organization to volunteer for. First, you need to decide your purpose. Think about your reasoning for volunteering. Whether it be for school or to simply help out your community, find the thing that drives you to be dedicated to your volunteer work. Next, self-reflect on the skills that you have. Just like how there are many volunteer organizations out there, there are many different skill sets that the organization may require. Some may require no prior skills, and some may require a resume. It just simply depends. Additionally, volunteer work does take time out of your day, so you do need to make sure that you have the time on your hands to dedicate yourself to your volunteer work. Lackluster volunteering is the worst kind of volunteering, as you need to be inspired in order to positively influence your environment. Next, start researching organizations on Google in order to find places in the area that are looking for volunteers. After finding a potential organization, email a volunteer coordinator to help you get set up and started. Make sure your email is professional and indicates your desire to help out their specific cause. Another great way to find and connect with volunteer services is by visiting a networking site such as volunteermatch.org. All you need to do is provide your city and filter in your age and skill level. After these adjustments are made, it will give you personal results of opportunities that are in your surrounding area and may be interesting to you. Resources such as these allow individuals to get in contact with organizations such as Capital City Youth Services, whose goal is to promote the healthy development of youth and families, as well as the Plant, whose goal is to encourage community members to self-direct their creative dreams and ideas in a space of facilitation. These organizations are both very important and very well known in Tallahassee. We will be using these organizations as prime examples to dive deeper into the many aspects of community service. So, let's get started.
The Plant is a community DIY space located on Gain Street in the Allstate District. It is made up of local Tallahassee residents, creatives, musicians, writers, poets, activists, students, families, traveling artists, gardeners, and time bankers. The Plant's goal is to encourage community members to self-direct their creative dreams and ideas in a space of facilitation. They provide what they have on hand, such as basic art materials, space, suggestions, and volunteers. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m., the Plant holds a free-for-all discussion for new event proposals, what's coming up next, and how everybody in their community can get involved. Some recent events that they have held include movie nights, open mics, and open jams. One project that the Plant is currently working on is the Plantasia Garden. It is a garden located right next to the Plant that grows vegetables and fruits for the community. Another thing that the Plant participates in is mutual aid. Mutual aid can be defined as when somebody donates something for others in need, and basically you can take what you need and give what you have. Some of the things that they participate in for mutual aid include food donations, clothing donations, and harm reduction, such as Narcan and fentanyl test strips. Most recently, the Plant was in the news for hosting artist Nick Rye's performance art project called 7 Days a Diamond. During this project, Rye raised homelessness awareness by living in a box in the Plant near the window for 7 days.
Hello. Today I will be talking about Capital City Youth Services. CCYS is a nonprofit corporation that operates in the Tallahassee, Big Bend area, servicing children who are having disruptive behavioral problems in their home environment that cause undue stress in early development, or children who have run away from home or at risk for running away from home. CCYS, Capital City Youth Services, located at 2704 Roberts Avenue. As you enter the compound where all the different buildings for different programs and facilities is located, you see this sign. The first program from CCYS that I'm going to discuss is called Someplace Else. It is an emergency hotline and shelter for young people ages 10 to 17, where they feel that they won't be unfairly attacked or judged, and where their needs for the moment, for the crisis, can be met. The shelter has 24-hour supervision, and they offer service of individual, group, or family counseling. The feature of this Someplace Else program at CCYS is a unique program called Time Out that allows a period of reflection on the feelings that are coming up in the problem and the problem itself. This period allows youths and parents to calm themselves so that they can better collaborate on a solution to their problem that will work for both parties. Provisions for recreation are provided that can work to build team building and cooperation. Here we have a recreational area where youth can learn to manage their stress through healthy physical activity, working off energy that they might have that they would put towards less productive uses otherwise. They can learn team building skills and bond with members of their community and the people around them. Art and music therapy is provided to work through feelings in a calm or productive manner. Referrals for outside services such as legal services, medical or dental services are given by the Someplace Else program as well. A second program offered by CCYS is called Family Place. Family Place is a counseling service for youths aged 6 to 17 and their families. The focus of Family Place is to help families recover from a crisis early on in development of the crises so that the crisis is prevented from developing any further. We have the Youth and Family Counseling Administration Building. And Youth and Family Counseling is used in most of the programs at CCYS. Family Place first assesses the unique problems of youths and their families, develops a personalized treatment plan, and CCYS also offers domestic and legal management of the situations that these youths might be involved in. Stop Now and Plan is a behavioral modeling program that is offered by CCS for children 6 through 11. The program is targeted at youths who have exhibited problematic, aggressive, or disruptive behaviors at school or at home. Parents and youths attend workshops together for 13 weeks to focus on positive reinforcement in the youth environment and problem solving and emotional control skills. Parents and youths develop strategies for effective communication, such as learning to check emotions before you engage with a situation that you know may upset you if you weren't to take a look at the feelings that are arising in the moment. as well as strategies for youth themselves to check their emotional responses at home or in a classroom setting, where they can signal to the teacher that they may need to step outside to calm themselves down so that both parties involved can come to a more reasonable and calm approach to the situation. Going Places is a program offered at CCYS focused on youths aged 11 to 24 who are runaway, homeless, or at risk for either of those two situations. People whose home situation exposes them to alcohol or substance abuse or instability. Youths connect to the Going Places program either through an emergency shelter or the drop-in center, where they can connect with someone who can meet their needs at the moment through CCYS. CCYS will also check in on youths in the short and long term. CCYS works with youths to navigate goal creation and skill building, or create preventative plans to stop situations from developing in a further way that could impact a youth's life. If someone is unable to enter one of the shelters, CCYS will work with that person to create a personalized strategy for navigating the situation that they might be in, such as someone who is living on the street. CCYS also partners with the National Safe Place, which posts signs that indicate a shelter, an unofficial shelter for current or potential runaways who are looking for somewhere to stay. We have the National Safe Place associated shelter, also associated with someplace else, where children who are at risk in their homes or out on the streets can have a stay, to have a safe environment.
So, with everything being said about these two impactful organizations, we hope that we have provided you with the tools to get jump-started into the field of community service. As Howard Zinn once said, small acts, when multiplied by millions of people, can transform the world. So, get out there and start making changes in your environment. Start making a difference and volunteer.